Hello folks, this has gone Spy. The Spy will come to you live for Star Wars Knights for Republic, the Sith Lords. Now, from the last episode, we've decided to make a choice to help with the Thorians to require to grab the intelligence droid and to be able to bring it safely from the docks. And when we able to find it, we were ambushed by some gangsters of the Five Thugs that has some modified weapons that now they were using. We fend them off, but someone ordered them to be able to be there, and then the modifications were illegal. And when we were able to get to the one of the alien, the Duros brothers, one of the brothers is actually responsible for those modifications, hence the reason why we almost lost the droid and probably almost anybody in it because of his modifications. And because of that, I've tricked him into telling him that I'll be helping him with getting some requirements. So that I'll be able to trick him into be able to get the evidence enough for Lieutenant Gren to capture him. So without further ado, let's report our findings to Lieutenant Gren. He needs to be aware of this.
Something I can help you with?
Samhan is the one that is responsible for the illegal modifications, and he wants me to be able to get him 3 things for him, and then he'll be making a shipment.
If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs?
The leaves are from the Thorian's bocce plant, their prototype shield units, and some medical supplies. Other than that, it's not really much of a big deal.
All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time for me to assemble those.
I got time.
All right, everything's here. Take these to Samhan. After that, come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me. Understood?
Okay, just make sure that you be there. We gotta be able to catch him in the act, and we need to bring him to justice for the crimes that he almost committed of doing with those illegal modifications.
I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
Agreed. You won't know what hit them. Samhan, illegal black marketed games are over. I got the items you were looking for: the bocce leaves, the medical shield unit, and along with some medical supplies. Sure, when do we leave?
About time you showed up, Samhan. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule. You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we? The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You're all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence. That's enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here.
Glad to be able to help to be getting rid of this scum. Lieutenant. Clearly you never get the memo of who I was.
Got a grenade. Take him down.
Otherwise you would not be this stupid to believe that I would actually be able to help you with your schemes. You almost got the intelligence droid terminated because of your dealings with those thugs. And now you're going to pay for it?
I thought you might see it my way. All of you, come with me.
Understood. Not much of a firefight, but I'll take what I can get.
I think you may be overconfident in your chances, Samhan. We now have evidence of your smuggling operation, and even the Council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest.
It was no problem. It was necessary to be able to remove this criminal.
Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good. Though there is always the possibility another will take his place. I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
No problem. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I bid you farewell in a long home that you're going to be stuck in there, I thank you for the crystal for my new lightsaber. Even though it's not the color I want, it could be a start for Kreia if we ever come across a lightsaber for fitting. I thank you very much for your assistance in that matter before we decided to lock away your slime hide for good.
Something I can help you with?
How will you be able to recover from the destruction of Paraga's mining facility? I want to be able to help you with the Telos problem any way I can. I know that it relies on the mining facility a great deal, and its destruction is halfly my fault.
To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape.
How bad is it?
There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that.
Can the Republic increase its funding for another station? Can it be able to make a new station?
If only it were that easy. The Republic's tight on credits right now, still recovering from the war. They're sparing all they can, but it's not enough. We relied almost completely on Paragas for our fuel. It's hard to make up for a planet's worth of fuel exports.
Is there anything that can be done then?
Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing.
I want to help out any way I can.
You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault anyway.
Halfly my fault? And do you still think I'm to blame for this? It's really the Sith that's responsible for the Paragas facility. And you may be right that I may be responsible for what happened on that damn asteroid.
Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be waiting.
Alright. If we get out of this station and find our Ebon Hog and our droid back, we'll make that our first priority.
Something I can help you with?
Do you have any kind of work I'd be able to help you around with? I want to keep the peers of the Citadel Station under control.
Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties?
I'm no bounty hunter.
Not all the bounties are strictly bounties. They are all government government-sanctioned and frequently involve finding missing persons or things of that nature.
Very well then. These are sound like fair natures of the sort. Tell me about them.
This isn't a bounty, so to speak, but we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, two ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem.
Okay, tell me about Batono first.
Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since.
So why do you really need my help with that matter? This really sounds like something the TSF should be investigating about.
Well, that's the problem. Our investigation wasn't exactly government-sanctioned.
What exactly do you mean? You mean to tell me you did this illegal?
I may have been specifically instructed not to pursue the matter, but that's not important. The important thing is that Batono's gone missing, and I want to know what happened to him.
Is that a sound of little guilt on your conscience I'm hearing from you?
Maybe there is, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to know what happened to him.
Do you think the Circle did him in?
I do believe they would be desperate to keep him from passing on his knowledge to the TSF, but I don't want to believe they would go that far. I don't think Zerka has gone that far yet. More than likely, they have him locked away somewhere. That or he's gone into hiding.
I'll see what I can be able to dig up at. Do I have any leads?
Thank you. Keep me updated. What is it?
I want to know about other bounties. Like, tell me about the criminals that you mentioned.
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
What do you know about these criminals?
There are two of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know.
I'll see what I can dig up.
All right, just be careful. We've already lost two good officers to them.
I want to talk to you about another bounty I want to get in the matter about.
What is it?
Tell me about the Batu Ram, the real and the false.
You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid.
Is there any way to find out about the killer's movement on the station?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you.
I'll see what I can dig up then.
If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe.
Very well then. I'll be gone now. I better get started with this Batono that has gone missing. Though, it seems to me that all the connections that leads to the docks, Circa may know something about that. Better start there. I'm doing this because I'm going to be needing some credits and I'm going to need to keep the peace in the Citadel station and to be able to get on the TSF's good side since, again, I'm halfly responsible weapon at Paragus.
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan hansata.
I'm looking for a man named Batono.
Takometa kavlaya justinga nikigongo beyaste. Grabi la king mulara kichi puta kasakisha.
You don't know, but he was overseas in these docks.
Da upa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan hansata.
Circa employee, then you do know Batono.
tong hite mosi jochia yumba ditawa e pawatune ruta.
Alright. I'm going to be talking to your employee known as Jenna. Employee and Lorso.
Donos Emerekith, Wanarakola Chidrunka, Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochetta.
I'd like to have some information about a passenger that recently came here through here a couple of moments ago. Hours ago, to be exact.
Wanarakola Chidrunka, Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochetta.
Don't worry, I'll be discreet with my inquiries. The killer is dead anyways.
Donos Emerekith, Wanarakola Chidrunka, Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochetta.
How much does this expense be?
In Wamagro, Neirandana Norota.
25? I thought that was going to be a big deal, but okay.
Machabi Gokop, Donaranda Manachunga. Machabi Gokop, Donaranda Manachunga.
Batu Rem?
Ranamosibu and Nasarans, Krema Sukun Ratungala, Chawi Moju Kosoracha, Loka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi no Chabi, Du Rantamana Solu.
I'll be going now. Alright, checking the journal. All the way from Nar Shaddaa. Better relay this to Lieutenant Gren.
Something I can help you with?
I'd like to talk to you about the Bounties.
What is it?
I found some information about the Batu Rem.
The real Batu Rem or the assassin Batu Rem?
The assassin Batu Rem.
Oh, what is it?
He arrived from Nar Shaddaa aboard on unmarked transport in Docking Bay 3 in the Circa transport docks.
Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And
And
if
I'd
you
like
find
to
out
know
anything
why.
else about Batu, real or fake, let me know.
I'll be going now. Powerful enemies, huh? Well, I used to be a Jedi, or still am, but I guess that would be an issue. Alright, now let's check on Jenna and Lorso. But first, I want to inform Shana's brother about his unfortunate arrest.
Loka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi no Chabi, Du Rantamana Solu, Donos Emerekith, Wanarakola Chidrunka, Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochetta.
Thank you. Let's see what you got. Not much of a discount, but it's okay. If what the guard says is true. If what the guard says is true, then we may be able to talk to Jan Lorso. But I wanted to talk about the Ithorians first and see if they know about Batono. anything about a man named Botono? Chodo, you haven't exactly been dishonest ever since I met you. I understand you may be trying to protect him. I thought you might have known it given his dislike of Circa Corporation. I just wanted you to know that. I'll be going now. I guess that we should check in on Jane Lorso after all. I really thought that Chodo Habet would know about Botono. Oh well.
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there.
Odeon
For the
and
services you have
Endeavor.
offered to Zerka, you will also be reimbursed.
It's
I
them.
trust that is an agreeable arrangement. Of course, I will instruct the commander to await your arrival.
Hey, you're the criminals the TSF are hunting for? Damn it.
I simply do not have time for you. My hands are full with trying to manage the restoration project without the aid of a droid intelligence, which you so kindly gifted to the Ithorians. If there is nothing else, I would prefer it if you left our premises.
You may be a corporation that gives out the riches and probably gives out better pay, but doesn't hide the fact that you're a bunch of rapists, bastards, that is a bunch of that takes advantage over a plan that's barely hanging on together, and the fact that you were responsible for assisting the Sith during the war against the Republic and the Jedi Civil War. So yeah, that faulted blames upon you. Now I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about a man named Botono. Does he mean anything to you?
Botono? Of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Zerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Zerka will do its part to forward progress. Botono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he saw many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned perhaps, by the Telosian authorities.
So he's gone missing? Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him.
Gren and the TSF are looking for him because he's missing. Gren asked me to look for him.
I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, but he thought by inventing stories of Zerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him and find him, there will be a reward for any information of his whereabouts.
A reward? You mean so you could be able to silence him from the truth?
Silence his lies and fabricated untruths. His slanderous accusations are a needless trouble atop a great many troubles this planet faces.
And how would you convince him to abandon his investigation if you're going to be planning on killing him regardless then?
If credits are what he wants, then Zerka will pay him for an easy settlement of this situation. Otherwise, Zerka will be forced into a lengthy petition process with the Telosian Council.
If I find no truth to his accusations, then I will tell you.
If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you.
Double cross, fingers crossed. I can't believe that the Rhodian, that the two criminals are just escaped from us. Damn it all. Lieutenant Grant is not gonna like this. And I knew that Chodo may be hiding Batono in secret and hiding. I better go and talk to him about it. Already been through this conversation. Are you sure about that? Because Lorso mentioned that he spent time here in the compound. You lied about not knowing anything about Batono. Look, I'm looking for him on the behalf of Lieutenant Grant and the TSF. If I can locate him, it might prove the end of the Circuit Corporation of their influence on the Citadel Station. You must believe me, Chodo Habet. I mean him no harm. I give you my word, Chodo, that his secret will not be out to anybody, but only to Lieutenant Grant, if on his permission, of course. C1? I know that apartment. I'll be going now. Thank you, Chobo Habed, for your honesty. I know that apartment that he speaks of, and it's not too far.
What the? You're not CSD. What are you doing here?
You're Batono, right?
What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor.
You can cut the act, Batono. Chodo Habe gave us the location of this apartment, and you need to know that the TSF, including Lieutenant Grant, is looking for you. He sent me to be able to look for you.
Joel sent you. Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place.
It is the right thing to do.
Easy to say that, but you're not the one Zerka will send its assassins after.
If it's for your safety that you're worried about, then you shouldn't be. After Zerka is exposed, they will not even dare to move against you. Otherwise, you'll be looking real bad at their reputation, and then it will be. Or worse, and if they're lucky enough, they might not be forced to be exiled from the Citadel Station.
Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Zerka could use to rub me out.
The TSF can put you under its protection?
You might be right. I don't think Zerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Zerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely.
I can protect you?
You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I think this might be a little out of your league.
Trust me, I've dealt with this kind of situations before on multiple occasions. And you need to know that I was a Jedi, an exile from the Jedi Order from the Mandalorian Wars. I will see to you safely to the GS office.
Jedi?
I give you my word.
Jedi or no, Gren wouldn't have sent you if he didn't think you could get the job done. All right, fine, but we need to get moving.
Of course, stay behind me.
Lead the way, I'll watch your back.
Alright. Shouldn't be too. What the? Oh, shit.
What do we have here? Botono, if I'm not mistaken. You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lorso sent me to take care of some unfinished business.
Osokiko shit herself for having issues. She's not taking Botono anywhere.
That's fine. We weren't planning on taking him anywhere anyways.
Shields up.
Once you say the word.
That was a close one. We need to keep moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
Agreed. And you're right. Let's get going.
I have to hand it to you, I'm damned impressed. Not only did you find Botono, you convinced him to testify against Zerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat, considering I think Botono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Gren.
I really hate to interrupt this reunion, but if there's really nothing else, I really should be going.
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Botono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
Alright. Hmm. Lieutenant Grant, there's something else you should know.
Something I can help you with?
There's a note. I want to talk to you about the last of the bounties.
What is it?
I have some information about the escaped criminals.
What have you discovered?
The criminals had made a deal with Jana Lorso to be smuggled to the restoration zones.
Damn that woman. Do you have any proof?
I was there when it happened. I couldn't be able to stop them.
I wish that were enough. To finger Zerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. Our jurisdiction doesn't stretch out to the restoration zones. If you find anything else out, let me know.
I'll let you know.
What is it? Something I can help you with?
I'll be going now. We might be able to find them in the registration zones if we ever get the chance to encounter them. If we find them there. Chance of that happening. Oh well, I'm going to need to put a stop here for now, folks. So this has gone Spy, the Spy, sign off for now. Be right back after these messages. And remember, the Force is within us all.